Hello everyone, Treecks here. Welcome to Metroid Prime Remastered, where today I'm going to be playing in order to fill up episode number 16 of that project. Last time we actually entered the Tallon Overworld again, found ourselves a life grove where an artifact was apparently hidden, but also a very important weapon that we're going to be needing in the Phazon mines. This is the X-ray visor. Gives us another new interesting perspective on the world of Tallon IV. And can actually be mostly used in order to find hidden things. Like platforms, for instance. Because as you can see in normal vision, we are not able to see a platform over there. We are able to see rain actually falling on top of it. So we can see there's something here. But in X-ray visor we're able to see hidden things. Like hidden walls, which can be broken. Platforms that you normally cannot see. And stuff like that. I missed the jump. I thought I was able to 3D platform. I need to scratch that idea. Apparently I cannot. Go look where the edge is and jump as far as we can. And enter another little cache room containing a missile expansion. 1 minute in the video and already we have done something. First missile expansion of the day. But of course, this was all side business. Now, let's go continue for the regular business we are up to. We are on our way back towards the Magmoor Caverns. There's one more item we need, now that we have everything that we need. And that is the ability to open up red doors. We are after the final beam in this game. Let's go take the shortcut back to the Chozo ruins that I actually mentioned last time. Also connecting towards the reflecting pool. Now that we have everything opened up in the Great Tree Hall, this is also a pathway we can simply take. Easy access back towards the reflecting pool. See? This is indeed where we end up. In case you thought I was lying. Let's go use this pathway in order to quickly get ourselves back towards Magmoor Caverns. Because that is where we need to go. The grapple beam is going to be used there in a certain room we've already passed through. It's going to be the room I actually talked about last time we passed through it. But there's indeed going to be something there. Now we finally can actually pick up something. Yeah, I'm going to want to take care of this guy. We're not going to pass through this room because the expansion I skipped last time I can actually pick up now. The power bomb was required for that. And now that we have that, we're going to pick up this expansion. To allow me to take care of these guys, because they're going to be annoying otherwise. And take a look at this part of the room. Remember the spider-ball tracks that we saw up there? In order to get up there, we need the half-pipe. And in order to get the half-pipe, we need to blow up the floor here, which is Bendicium. So, power bomb. We'll open up the floor, creating a half-pipe, which we can use to boost our way up to the spider-ball tracks up there. We can pick up the missile expansion in here, finally. Alright, no. Boosted right into the parasite. Die, please. I don't like you guys. Right, look at your shadow to precisely see where we need to fall. Once again, be careful for the parasites. It's pretty obvious they're going to knock you off the moment they hit you. Same deal here. Try to look at your shadow. And then let go. And jump. Missile expansion. There we go. Come on, exit Morphal. You're not going to want to stay like that forever, Samus. Is there any more we can pick up? Yeah, we can of course also grab the missile expansion in the watery hall now. For that, the gravity suit was required, of course. There's a lot of water in the watery halls, you may remember. And if we actually go in that water, we can actually find ourselves a tunnel leading towards a cache room. But that jump we need to make underwater is going to be too high normally. For that, the gravity suit was required. And now that we have that, I think we can also make a detour to quickly grab that missile expansion. Yeah, we're slowly going to make our way towards the Magmoor Caverns for our required item. But now that we're here in the Chozo Ruins, I of course also want to pick up everything we've missed here, so... Allow me to indeed make a slow pass towards the Magmoor Caverns. And this is the room that leads towards the Watery Hall. Not going to be a problem. It's very easy to get here quickly. Not even a shriek bat can actually stop me. Kablam! This is where we need to be. Two things are actually required. First of all, the poison needs to be gone from the water. And second of all, we need the ability to jump higher in water, because this ledge is too high to make. Once we have the gravity suit, missile expansion acquired. We just needed to wait until returning to the Chozo Ruins. But this is also a good time to actually pick it up. So, where were we? Let's continue even further back into the Chozo Ruins. Let's enter the Arboretum. And from here, make our way back towards the ruined fountain. There's one pathway we're actually forced to skip entirely until this point. I can already give away the grapple beam is going to be required in that section. Will eventually lead towards the final missile expansion we saw in the main plaza. That is going to be what we're after now. But for that we actually need to go in this corridor. As you can see, there's a series of rooms leading back towards the main plaza. To that final missile expansion we saw on the ledge over there. However, the moment you try to enter here, you will quickly find out we're missing one key item that we need in order to cross a giant pool of lava. Right over here. The grapple beam is required here. And that is the reason why we did not do this sooner. So, let's go grapple across to the other side. Not going to be a problem. Do be careful because it's a double swing, so make sure to time your press on the L button correctly. And then blow up this wall. And actually find the first power bomb expansion behind here. A sacred upgrade, I must say. Running out of these things is going to be a thing of the past. There's also a bit of lore behind here by the looks of it, so let's go read. The power of our temple and the 12 artifacts has sealed an evil in the depths of this planet. However, the future is cloudy to us. A world of veils where dark apparitions veiled in the shadows. Within this strange world, one image stands out in the mist, flickering through the landscape, wraith-like. It is a human, a lone figure shining in the toxic shadows. We Chozo do not know what it is, but our hearts swell with hope at the promise of that glowing light. We will place our faith in our shrine. We will be there when the light shines upon our land. Interesting to note that Samus was actually raised by the Chozo, so they should actually know who we are by this point. Although I think the Chozo that actually made these lores are a bit older than we are, so... Hey, I hear a power-up. Why am I hearing a power-up? Let's go explore this tunnel over here. Nicely hidden missile expansion. Gotta love it whenever a game just hides them in the traversing corridors. And in here, of course, some more Chozo ghosts appear. What else did we expect? X-ray visor time. And of course, also super missile time. These guys are not going to be an issue. There's only two of them. With our super missiles, we can quickly take care of them. One super missile plus a couple of regular shots. As you can see, these guys die quickly. Apparently their hit points are a bit more than one super missile. But only slightly more. And that will open up a couple of morph ball slots, which are waiting to be activated. Let's go do just that. I'm pretty sure it will actually lead towards an energy tank, so this is going to be worth it. Let's go half pipe away up here. And yes, I'm pretty well aware that I'm using half-pipe as a verb here. I like doing that, so... In my book, half-pipe is now a verb. I am half-piping my way up here. Because it's more fun to just say that we're boosting up there. But anyway, once we have hit both of the morph ball slots... Actually distracting myself a bit. One of them actually leads towards piston. The other one will open up the pathway out of here. In my automatic pilot I was assuming we needed to hit both of them, but that is apparently not true. We just need to hit the left one in order to open up the piston, which will lead to the energy tank I promised you. Remember to pick this one up before moving on. For that we needed to hit the right morph ball slot. That one is luckily not timed, so that one is going to stay open. And it's going to be our pathway out of here, leading into a morph ball maze. With a couple of dangerous pistons. And this way leading back towards the main plaza. To that missile expansion I promised you. In the meantime we also picked up a handful of other things, so this pathway is definitely worth it. An energy tank and even a power bomb expansion. A lot of things we were able to pick up in here. But now that we've finally arrived in the main plaza, make sure not to miss this grapple point while jumping. It's a long way back here, as you might have noticed. Need to go all the way back to the ruined fountain if we miss this jump. But if we are able to do so, we grab the final missile expansion in the main plaza. Finally clearing out this main room of the Chozo ruins. And now that we are here, might as well also pick up the artifact that we've missed in the Tower of Light. I did actually talk about an artifact being there. And how we were also missing a couple of items before we were able to actually pick that one up. Guess what? We have the items that we need. But it's actually only one. Only the gravity suit is required. That we were indeed missing the moment we picked up the wave buster in here. Allow me to quickly go back in here. I will try to ignore the Chozo ghosts. Those guys we actually do not need to defeat. The doorway is not going to be locked. So hopefully they're not going to shoot us while I'm actually on this spider ball track. And it looks like they did not. They did try, but they missed. So without wasting too much time, we can return to the Tower of Light. Our visit here is going to be a lot shorter than the previous one. We don't need to climb this entire thing this time around. We simply need to go into the water, make a high jump that we were not able to do before having the gravity suit, into this room where the artifact was waiting for us. Quick little errand we were able to make. Chozo Artifact acquired. The artifact of Lifegiver. The 5th of 12. So, with that taken care of, I think we are done with our errands in the Chozo ruins. And it's time for us to head on towards the Magmoor Caverns. I will take the pathway through the root cave in the Tallon Overworld. And that way we can also pick up another item there. And then take the elevator towards the Magmoor Caverns. And actually continue with our story. There's only one more item we need to pick up in the Chozo ruins, by the way. So we're almost done in this region. Nice. I will see you folks in the root cave. Right, we are here. I think while entering this area we can already notice a difference. This area indeed also has a grapple point. And that we can now use in order to climb even higher in the root cave. So far we've only been going downwards, but there's also something going upward, as you can see. There's also a red door all the way at the top. Unfortunately we're not able to open that one up. But we might actually on the way back. Because I've already said it enough times, and that's indeed what we're going to be picking up in the Magmoor Caverns. So the moment we get back here, we are able to actually open up red doors. And then we can pick up the final item in here. But there's already one item accessible here, so allow me to actually get that one quickly. Ah, stupid gamers. And stupid poisonous plants. I should actually learn to kill all of my enemies while actually going through these rooms, even when I'm in a hurry. Switch the X-ray visor, you will find out there's a couple of invisible platforms over here. which we can use in order to climb to this little ledge over here. The ledge towards the red door is of course going to be useless to us, but we can in the meantime actually access this part over here, which is housing a missile expansion. Can also save this for later, I know, but usually whenever playing Metroidvania kind of games, I'm the kind of guy who likes to pick up everything as soon as I can. However, we are going to be back here shortly. The red doors are going to be a prey for us really soon. Geronimo! Ouch! Precisely where I wanted to go. Let's go into the Magmoor Caverns. I think it's a perfect way to enter this episode by obtaining that promised item that I've been talking about for so long. The final beam in the game. And I think you might guess which one that is. The other two we picked up in the game so far were also pretty staple ones. The ice beam, the wave beam. If you've played Super Metroid, you might remember what another staple beam in that game was. Even though it does function a bit differently, it is going to be named the same. And therefore it's going to be indeed that beam. For that we need to return to the geothermal core. The room I actually talked about the moment we passed through there. On our way towards the elevator that led to the edge area of the Phendrana Drifts. A couple of grapple points are actually present in that room. And now we can actually use them to climb to the top of the room. And pick up our final beam. This part I can skip, I know. We've already seen this. This pathway is exactly the same. However, we are able to actually make a shortcut now. Because of having the grapple beam, we no longer have to use all the platforms in order to traverse these rooms. We can simply use the grapple points. And we only have to make one jump to get past this room. However, we are not interested in using the grapple beam as a shortcut. We are interested in using it in order to pick up another upgrade. This is the room where we want it to be. We can climb it all the way to the top and find a secret room, which is indeed indicated on our map. Because we can see a white door is at the top of this room. But how do we get to the top, you may ask? It's very high up. We do see a couple of morph ball slots high up. And now that we have the grapple beam, we can also see there's a grapple point. That is what we need to do. It's too far to grab normally, so make a jump while aiming upwards, and then press L the moment it becomes active. Go into the boost slot over here. Actually activate a platform to go even higher, and that is how this works. Same deal on the second platform. This one goes even higher. A lot of boosting was required. This one does not have a morph ball slot by the looks of it. In that case, let's continue to the next one. Oh, here we do have one. More boosting. And this one goes rather slow. Stupid slow platforms. Spider ball. Looks like we can actually reach the morph ball slot from here. Activating this switch will activate all of the machines, which will actually raise the ceiling and reveal something awesome, namely a spider ball maze. We've already seen enough morph ball mazes, but this one is especially dedicated to the spider ball. A big set of complicated spider ball tracks, which is going to test our skill with the spider ball to the fullest. Use all the tricks in the book. Whoa, 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 hello. Why did I propel so far to the right? At least it made me fall down all the way, and I'm not happy. I just wanted to land on a platform over there. Apparently had way too much momentum. And And this seems to be our penalty for failing that spider ball maze. Falling all the way down. Right, attempt number 2. Let's go try this again. This part is easy. Now be careful. Stop moving entirely and then drop. Careful for these parasites. Of course you will be knocked off entirely the moment they hit you. Jump. Yeah, jumping with motion controls is a bit difficult because you do need to make sure to let go of the R button the moment you do. Jumping with your morph balls always works, even when still attached to the spider ball. That you can actually do by still holding R. But your motion control jump does not work while holding R, so... Whenever busy on a spider ball track, that one might be a bit more tricky to use. Therefore, whenever busy on spider ball tracks, I'm, as you can see, I'm a bit more of a fan of the morph ball bump jumps. I think those are a bit safer when working on spider ball tracks. Oh, fall. Hold right. And it looks like we are here. Power bomb to rubble. It would have been very hilarious if I got there with 0 power bombs. Having done all that for nothing. However, we actually did not do all that for nothing, because here is our final beam in the game. This is what we were looking for all along. A lot of errands later, we finally have the plasma beam. I hope you guessed correctly, it was that one. We hold left on the right stick in order to select it. And this weapon can open up red plasma doors. And this is how it looks. Unlike in Super Metroid, where it was a all-penetrating beam, in this game it is actually a fire beam. Things are going to get hot next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Treecks out.